Welcome to a little playful vinyasa today with some postures and some prep work towards handstand. Towards is the important word, no attachment to the outcome, but practice as we will. Okay, bring the hands to the heart center, lengthen the spine, pull the chin in towards the throat, and just feel that, experiment. Keep alive today the beautiful experiential pillar of yoga. Yoga is experiential. We like to experience. We like to experiment. We like to test. We like to try. Feel your spine lengthening. Feel your chin pulling in towards the throat and the really long neck and the crown of the head reaching high towards the heavens. Notice how that feels. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti together. Breathe in deeply. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And opening the eyes, releasing the hands. We're going to come into a little different kapalbhati today with some movement. So we're going to cross the ankles. You can watch me first. I'm going to bring my knees down and my ankles are crossed. I'm going to bring my hands down. And as I exhale, I pull my knees up towards my chest. I exhale, pull the belly button into the spine. You can do this slow or strong and fast. Looks like this, right? So you see me sitting on the tops of my feet. And then I release, inhale. All right, so get in position, crossing the ankles, not the knees. But you do want to pull your knees. You will, when you lift your knees up, you want to pull everything in towards the center line, that same good, strong feeling of handstand. So hands are down, and here we go. We're going to try, I'll do 10 of them. Follow along as you like, slow or fast. Ready? Arms are straight. You can bring your feet closer. And release. Stop and breathe. Notice how that felt. Good core strengthening. Let's try again, but change your feet. So cross the other foot on top. So crossing the ankles differently. The closer your knees are to your hands, the more you'll feel this in your core. So I'm sorry, the closer your feet are to your hands. So inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, pull your knees together as you squeeze everything in towards the center line. Inhale, release. All right, and let it go. One more time. This time move to one end of your mat because you're going to try to jump back at the end. So recross your ankles. Remember, try to bring your feet close to your hands to really get that core sensation going on. So bring your feet a little closer. Here we go. Just 5. Now lift up, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Come forward and cross your ankles in the opposite way. So bring your feet a little closer to your hands. 5 lifts and drops. Ready? All the out of the lungs, jump. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing dog. Nicely done. Then one knee and then the other. Bicycling the legs. And then bring both heels down. Give yourself a nice stretch here. If you want a little deeper stretch, you can put the back of the ankle between the left big toe and second toe and press down. Press down through your left foot. You feel that through the gastrocnemius, through the calf muscle, into the hamstring. Lift your sits bones high. And then release, change sides, right foot. Big toe, second toe separate and press down through the heel of your left foot. Go around the ankle, press down, lift your sits bones, press through your hands, keep your hands active. Don't get lazy in the front body. One more breath. Good, and release. So bend your left knee, take your right hand towards the back of your left foot if you can reach it, or to your thigh or your calf, and slowly lower the left foot down, looking left. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Keep pushing your left hand into the floor. All of the fingertips are very active. The palm is slightly lifted. You got hasta bandha here. Some bandha, some energy lock in your hands. And release the right hand. Bring your left hand towards the right foot. Bend your right knee, look right under the arm, and then slowly lower the right heel. Push away with your right hand. Keep your right arm very active. Feel the muscles under the armpit, the serratus. Feel the upper back getting stronger. 3 more breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Nicely done. And come back to down dog. Take your feet back a little bit further and come into a plank pose. So in this plank pose, we're going to do some preparatory work to strengthen our upper back and our serratus and our shoulders and our core, which are all very important for handstand work. So you're going to bring the right elbow down, right forearm down, left elbow down, left forearm down. Left hand goes where left elbow was, right hand goes where right elbow was. So right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Again, right, left, left, right. One more. Right, left, right. Downward facing dog. Press through the fingertips. 3 more breaths. See if you can stick with it. Inhale, come to plank again, but this time lower the knees and bring your right forearm down and lay your right hip down. It's a nice welcome change. And from here, we're going to do a little lift with the hip, lifting the left arm at the same time, squeezing the muscles under the right arm. These are the ones that are going to engage and stabilize the shoulder blades and help us to lift later. So inhale, take your left arm up, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. 5 times on each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Can you feel the muscles active under your arm? Inhale, really feel. Exhale. If you need a little more support, you can take your left foot forward. Inhale, pressing through the foot too. You won't get as much work in the serratus though. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Change sides. I'm going to come here so you can still see me. Left forearm is parallel to the edge of the mat. Hips are on the floor. Roll your shoulder back and down so it's not near your ear. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. That's 1. Inhale, lift your hips a little higher. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Pull your knees in. Change to the front of your mat. Downward facing dog. So along with strong, we also need to be flexible in our handstand work. And so where do we need to be flexible? We need to be flexible in the legs, the hamstrings, the hip flexors, the abdomen, the chest to some degree as well needs to definitely be open so that we can stretch our pectoral muscles and get space in our upper body. So from here, we'll work on some flexibility practices. Take your right foot forward, left knee down, and lift the heart. Inhale, reach up. Feel that beautiful stretch through your left hip flexors. And exhale, straighten the right leg, hands down, curl the toes back towards the face. Inhale, reach. Delicious. Even interlace your fingers, stretch your palms up. That's all one inhale. And then when it's time to exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, we have 5. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Stay with the leg long. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Curl the toes back towards the face. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then bend the left knee and walk your right foot over to the right. Give yourself some space here for lizard pose. Bring your elbows down, lift your heart, pull your right knee in towards the midline, squeezing the right knee towards the shoulder, lifting your head. Option to lift the back leg. Rock a little forward and back, getting some more opening through the hips, the hip flexors. You can take the knee down now. Now, left forearm parallel to the edge of the mat again. And reach back, bend your left knee. Reach back and please be careful to bring your left heel to your left glute, not over to your right one. Really bring it to the same side of your bottom. Option to roll out through the right leg a little bit. You're rolling out through the hip, remember, not the knee. Push away with your left arm. So you're very, very active. Your serratus, the muscles attached to the upper 8 ribs are still very active here. You're pushing away from the floor with your left forearm, hand and elbow. 1 more breath. And release. Step the right foot back. Oh, that side feels great. Let's take the other side. Right knee down. Inhale, lift up, stretch up. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow deep. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up, lift up. Exhale, stay 5 breaths. Ardha Hanumanasana. Curl the toes back towards the face, chin to the throat, Mula Bandha engaged, Jalandhara Bandha engaged, gazing into your navel. This is breath 3. Breath 4. 1 more breath. Breath 5. And slowly bend the left knee. And let's take the left foot over to the left. Right? And stretch back with your right leg just a little bit further. There's those hips. Bring the elbows down and really feel the squeezing in towards the midline, but the pressing down of the forearms, engaging the muscles just under the shoulder blades. Trapezius, serratus, levator scapulae, all working here. Push up through your forearms, your wrist, your elbows. Keep pulling the left knee in. 2 more breaths. Lift your heart, look forward. 1 more breath. You can lift the back leg if you want and rock. And then slowly bring it down. Right forearm comes parallel to the edge of the mat. Bend your right knee, please, to the right glute. Reach for the foot. Don't swing it over to the left. Twist if you want. And if you'd like, you can walk your left foot a little further left, active toes. Open the hip. Don't open the knee. Open the hip. Turn your gaze up. Keep pushing, pushing, pushing through the floor. Push your elbow down. Feel the strength under the right arm. Really push down. One more breath. And gently release. And take your hands back, or take your hands back to that plank position. Really strong fingers. Step your left foot back. And let's do a little rolling here. So walk your feet back a little bit more and roll forward, bringing your weight forward. Pull your belly in towards the midline, towards the back, and exhale back. Inhale forward. Press through your fingertips. Push the floor away. Exhale back. 3 more. Inhale forward. Exhale, squeezing your transverse abdominis, low belly. Really squeeze it in. It's like a girdle, goes all the way around the low back. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog, making a nice short dog. Try to bring the heels down. Press your fingertips down. Really active base of hands. Spread the fingers wide. Make your space. Good. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Look forward and jump. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, delicious forward fold. Bring your hands behind your legs. Shake out your head. Soften your jaw. One more breath. Just looking at each posture with a sense of curiosity, childhood curiosity. What's stretching here? What am I using to hold my body up? Are my toes spread wide enough to keep me stable? Bend the knees a little. Inhale. We'll get into some really fun child play here. We're going to roll in our Surya Namaskar egg. So exhale, bend the knees, come down, roll back. Inhale, come to standing, no hands, reach up. Good, keep going. Exhale, roll back. Lift this up a little bit so you can see my hands. Inhale, lift up. I'll join you for the next one. Exhale, bend the knees, roll back. Inhale, rise. Try not to use your hands. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, no hands. Really squeeze everything into the midline as you come up. Push your hands up for the last 2. Exhale. Inhale. Push your hands up. Really reach your hands up. Stay here. Breathe. Really, really, really pushing the hands up. Palms flat to the sky. Good. Let's try one more together like that. Exhale. Use your core. Inhale, reach up. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, nicely done. 1. Now exhale, release the hands down to the floor beside your feet, please. Inhale, lift your head, walk, step, or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, please lift your right leg. Feel the lovely stretch through the left calf muscle, through the hamstring. Having open hamstrings is a really important part of tree pose. Adho Vrikshasana, downward facing tree is what it really means. Good. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. And exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, stay here. Exhale, lower your right knee down to your right wrist. Inhale, lift it to the elbow. Wait, what that looks like. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift it to the elbow. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, lift, stretch the leg high. And exhale, relax. Here we go, left side. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, pull the left knee in. Inhale here. Exhale, take it down to the wrist. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, down. How you doing? Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale, one more. Exhale. Inhale, down dog. Stretch the leg out. And release the foot to the floor. Try that once again. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, pull the knee in towards your right elbow. Inhale here. Now exhale, take your right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, right elbow. Exhale, left elbow. One more. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Strengthening the core. Inhale, take the right leg high. Exhale, right leg comes down. We'll get some wrist relief after this. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale here. Exhale, take it over to the right elbow. Left, right, left, right, left. Stretch it up. And bring the foot down, sitting down on your shins. Take your palms in towards one another. Reverse prayer here. Press the backs of the hands together. 5 breaths. Getting warm yet? One more breath. Really pressing into the wrists pressing towards one another, backs of hands pressing into one another. And I'll meet you in down dog. Shake out your hands, come into down dog when you're ready. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Press your fingertips down and jump forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it out. Reach your hands behind you. 5 breaths. Maybe you want to reach your hands overhead if you don't feel like your chest is open enough. That's an option too. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Pull your shoulder blades together. Good. Bend the knees. Inhale, rise. We're going to work our way towards a high lunge sequence. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utthita. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, step your right foot forward, high lunge. Left heel stays high. Now reach your arms up really, 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 really high. Push your arms up as much as you can. Get all the energy shooting up from the hips. Imagine it's even coming from the back heel, through the hip, all the way up to your both hands. And then exhale, bring your hands down, lifting your left leg. Hop back to Chaturanga. So it looks like this. Take the right foot back first. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. So you get that feeling of lift. Step your left foot forward. Inhale. Push your hands. Exhale. Hop it back. Chaturanga or swing through or knees, chest, and chin. Now let's also hop going forward. So take your left foot up in the sky to bring your right foot forward. Bend the knee, look forward. Put your fingertips down and hop. High lunge, right foot. Reach up. Exhale, take it down, hop it back. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Lift the right foot to bring your left foot forward. Look forward and hop. High lunge. Really stretch your arms up. Really press the palms up. Exhale. Now all the fingertips into the floor firmly. Lift the palms of the hands. Reach it up. Hop it back. Your choice. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, or a variation. Right foot comes down. Left leg lifts high. Look forward. Here we go. Bend the knees. And step it forward. High lunge. Really, 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 really reach. Exhale, take it down. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. We're going to take the left foot forward, so lift the right leg. Look forward, place your fingertips down like gecko fingers. Hop it forward. I lunge. Woo. Really reach. Exhale, take it down. Lift the right leg, hop it back. Chaturanga, up dog, knees down, hands back. 5 breaths. Getting warmed up, strengthening the key muscles, getting the shoulders strong, the upper back strong. So it's an excellent strengthening exercise and some exercise on the hop, some experience with it, some playfulness with it. Then lifting the hands, downward facing dog, option to take another chaturanga here. Lift the left leg high because we're going to take high lunge forward and we're going to stay. Bend the right knee, look forward, press your fingertips down, jump. Inhale, high lunge. Take the back heel back, little more. Give yourself some space for your hips. Inhale, push the arms up, 5 breaths. Tops of the shoulders are down. Good work. Back leg is active, stabilizing the pelvis in this pose. You feel a lovely stretch going on in the hip flexors. Let's open the chest, twist right. Look back to your right hand. Keep the back leg active. Lower the shoulders down the back. Keep your balance, squeeze the torso in towards the midline, both sides. As you're opening through the chest. Good, bring the right hand down to the left leg, slide it down, lift your heart, look up. Opening the chest, getting a little more opening through the hip flexors. One more breath. And release the left hand down, right hand down. Turn your back foot open 90 degrees. Right hand comes to the floor or to a block. I'm going to squeeze open the right leg with our right arm. So pressing the arm against the leg, leg against the arm. Turn your gaze up. One more breath. Now we're going to take it just a little bit deeper. Take the right hand behind the right leg and open. Option to stay here. Option to lift the right foot. Option to play a little with visvamatrasana. There we go, getting into the hamstrings a little more. Downward facing dog. Now lift the right leg high, left leg bends, look forward, hop it forward. Left foot hops forward, high lunge, reach up. Really reach your hands. Stretch your arms like you're pushing into the sky. 5 breaths. Back leg is very active. Core is active. Arms are active. Side body active. Chin towards the throat. Mula bandha engaged. Some little uddiyana bandha going on. Belly in and up. Now take a twist to your left. Look back to the left hand. Few more breaths. Keep lifting through the torso. Left hand comes back to the thigh, reaches down the back leg, lift your heart. Really open your heart. Gazing up. Watch your balance. Squeeze your thighs toward one another, keeping your legs very active. Also in handstand is important, squeezing them towards one another. One more breath. Good, and right hand down, left hand down. Right foot opens to Parsvakonasana. First, basic Parsvakonasana, left hand either to a block on the floor, I'll turn this way for you, to a block on the floor, or to the floor. Reach your right arm high, giving a nice stretch to the chest. Keep pressing your left arm against the left leg and leg against the arm. Now to go a little bit deeper, take your left hand to the outside and open here. Option to stay here or step back a little further with your right leg, finding a nice balance here. You can put your hand on it. You can open to visvamatrasana. Good, and release the pose. Take it back to the front if you went to the side with me, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Stretch it out. 5 breaths. Feel your upper back very strong. Almost strong enough. Bring yourself down to downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. We're going to drop the elbows towards the floor. Good, in your down dog. Now, inhale, lift elbows, pulling the elbows toward one another. Exhale, bring them down. Keep your belly strong. Inhale, lift, fingertips firmly in the floor. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, squeeze your elbows toward one another. To do that, exhale, bring them down. Feel the upper back getting strong. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Nicely done. Downward facing dog. Step your foot forward. Whichever foot will bring you to the side of the mat you want to be on. So we're going to be on the lateral side of the mat now. Come to the very back side of your mat. Then play a little with prasarita and tripod headstand. So we're going to bring our hands in alignment with the toes. So our fingers are just slightly in front of the toes, or if you can, all the way in alignment with the toes. What we want to create is a lovely triangle here. Head at the front and the hands at the bottom. So it's not head in alignment with the hands, right? Make sure of that. So you want to put your head forward and roll into the crown of your head. Now you have the option to stay here today and lift your heels and lower. Lift heels and lower. Lift heels and lower. Playing with that nice weight distribution. You really need to push into the hands. Feel the energy in the hands, rolling into the head and back, head and back, head and back. Okay, try it again. Keep playing with it. We're here for a while. Just rolling. Now, if you'd like, you can bend your knees and put them on the backs of your elbows. If you haven't practiced this before, just stay there today. Playing with the weight distribution of hands, head, that's perfect. If you'd like, you can pull one knee away from the elbow, squeeze it into the midline, other knee in, squeeze it in. Keep playing with that, pulling one knee in and the other knee in, one knee in and the other knee in. Or maybe you felt ready to put your weight into your head and your hands and lift your legs. You can keep them out wide or take them up high. And bring it down. We have a couple more tries. Take a moment, bring your backs of your hands towards one another again and give yourself a nice stretch. This is the counter asana. Palms are open to either side. Backs of the hands are pressing towards one another, giving the wrist a delicious stretch. So let's enter that with a sense of curiosity once again. Shake out your wrists, and we'll come back to taking the feet wide, stretch them out, come to the back side of your mat, hands in alignment with the feet, crown of the head down, pull in your belly. Feel Mula Bandha engaged, so lift up the pelvic floor, pull the belly button in towards the spine and up towards the heart, and the chin is close to the throat, right? And inhale, put a little more weight into your hands. So it's a shift of weight forward, like you're lifting your heels, and then all of a sudden, as you start to press more energy into your hands, your feet come up. You can keep your feet wide if you're not sure. You don't have to bring them all the way up. If you're ready, take them up again. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. Tops of the shoulders lift as the shoulder blades lift. One more breath. Good. And release. Hands come down. Feet come down. Take it to the front. Downward facing dog. Step back. So you got the sense of what it feels like to lift up. Shake out your head. Relax your neck. We'll be here for 1 minute. If you want to use fists instead of your flat hands, you can do that. Neutralizing the wrists. Take 2 more breaths. See how you feel. Good. 1 more breath. And then placing your hands down. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Here we go. Surya Namaskar. Inhale. A. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, press your hands down. Really feel your upper back strong. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale. Let's take a shorter dog. And in our short dog, I want to lift the right leg. Bring your left foot a little bit closer even. And just do some hopping. So lift up, maybe lift your left heel. Lift up. What you're trying to do is get your hips over your shoulders. As you gaze forward gently, press down through the arms. The arms stay straight in handstand. We'll lift. Keep playing, just hopping, not trying to stick yet. Just lift. We're going to try the other leg first. Lift. So Mula Bandha is engaged, Uddiyana Bandha is engaged. Okay, try the other leg. Down dog, short dog. Right foot is close. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Bend your right knee. You might have to get a little closer with your right leg. I hope your hammies feel nice and open by now. And look, 1. Just play. 2. Feel that energy. 3. Just a hop. 4. Maybe you just lift the heel. 5. And downward facing dog. Broaden your shoulders. Lift your chest. Imagine there's candles under your armpits. Lift your armpits. Good. Let's get a short dog again. Now, lift your left leg. I'm going to invite you to hop up and just go as try to keep your legs open. So don't try to bring them together yet. Just try to keep them open. Arms are straight. Look forward. Legs are open. Really open. Maybe you can balance there with the open. Try it. And remember, it's a try. It's a play. So you want to just see if you can stick with your legs nice and wide, like the splits. 1, maybe 5 times. Press your weight into your fingertips. Play with your balance. And then bring it down again. And rest in child's pose. Relax the neck. Maybe turn your head to one side. Turn your head to the other side. How did you do on the splits? Shall we try that again? Let's give it one more try. Hands down. Bring yourself into a nice short dog. Lift your left leg. Get your right foot nice and close. You can bend your knee for some support here. And we're going to go for the splits. If you feel you're steady in your splits, bring your legs together. And when you bring your legs together, really push through the arms and squeeze your legs together. Okay, so get that feeling of squeezing everything in towards the midline. Mula bandhas engaged, belly button in and up. Look forward, hop, hop, until you stick with splits. And then try legs up, and then chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Try to make it stick. You can use a wall, walk your feet forward, and try the other side. Keep trying. Right side, left side. Play with it. Good. Make it stick. Chaturanga. And then try the other side. You have 2 more minutes to play. So bring the feet nice and close. Squeeze everything in. Push down through your arms. Keep that energy pushing into the earth. Keep trying. Don't give up. Look at it as an exploration, as play. Shoulders go over the wrists. Eventually the hips come over the wrists. And then change legs. Maybe you can just play with it one side and then change legs. Keep the energy pushing. Good work. Last try. Keep playing. And then slowly relax. Come down to Vajrasana, sitting on the heels. Reach your arms in front of you, make light fists and wrist circles outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now wrist circles inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift your elbows high. And then exhale, forward fold. That's 1. Inhale, lift your elbows high. Stretching out the upper back. Exhale, 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower. Change sides. Come back to neutral. Now, whatever arm was on top will go on the bottom. My right arm was on top, so now my left arm is on top. Lift high, inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Keep reaching. One more breath. Good, and come back to neutral and release the arms, shaking out the shoulders. So now you've got some tools to play a little later with, some more handstands and headstand too. Let's come down to our bridge pose. So our bottom is on the floor. We're cooling down here. And our feet are hip width apart. You can reach forward, maybe you'll touch your heels, get close to your heels. With your hands, roll open your chest. So pull your shoulder blades together on the back and lift your palms up. It's that nice sense of opening. Using your toes and both sides of your heel, inhale, reach your bottom high. Option to keep palms open or interlace your fingers and shimmy your shoulders together. 5 breaths. Gazing at the navel. Legs pulling towards one another. One more breath. Release the hands, lower down, and you have the option to come into that again or join me in Urdhva Dhanurasana. So, palms down, turn the palms up, lift the bottom. Option 1, stay here. You can interlace or keep palms open or bring hands by the ears. Push up. Three more breaths. Maybe you want to lift your heels, get some space in the low back. One more breath. Now, pull your chin towards your throat and lower down slowly if you're in Urdhva Dhanurasana. We're all going to get a really nice wrist stretch. So bring the backs of your hands to the thighs, palms facing the face, and press forward. A really nice stretch here. Keep the press. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Shake out your wrists and take your feet hip width apart and then wider. Take them all the way to the edge of your mat. Extend your arms out like a T. Drop both knees left, turn your gaze right. If you want a little more stretch, you can put your left foot on the outer right thigh, not the knee, but the thigh. Take one more breath, gazing right. And turn your head center, take the legs up. And take both knees right. And take your head left, please. Chest is open. Core is strong. Give a little stretch here. One more breath. And then bringing the head back to the center and the knees back to the center. You have some choices. You can take your legs straight up, active legs. Legs up the wall if you have a wall nearby, or join me for pincha mayurasana, play. So remember that, it's play. We've got a strong core, we've got strong shoulders. Great option to play a little bit here with pincha mayurasana. And again, we're going to take some steps. It may lead to pincha mayurasana, it may not, right? No attachment to the outcome. And just play with the steps. And you're welcome to use a wall for your pincha mayurasana practice if you'd like. Forearm balance. So in forearm balance, we want to bring our elbows down. And remember that the wrists and the elbows are in one straight line. So don't bring your arms in like this, right? Keep them straight. That's an excellent balance for you. An excellent base, I should say, for balance. Now we drop the shoulders down the back. So also in this posture, the wrists are internally rotated and the shoulder, the humerus, is externally rotated. So I'm going to play a little bit with that. Feel your wrists coming down, radial side, wrist coming down. Push your thumb into the floor, spread your fingers wide. Again, rolling the shoulders down the back, engaging the serratus that we used in our handstand. Lift your knees. Now we might stay here today. This is an excellent place to stay. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the shoulders lifting. Pull your belly in. There's Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha definitely in this pose. Pelvic lifts, pelvic floor lifts, bellies in and up. That'll help you in this. So you're going to lift the right leg and look towards your thumbs. All I just want you to do is just hop a little. Hop, hop, hop. Keep the pushing feeling through the elbows and the wrists. When you feel ready and balanced, you can bring yourself up if you'd like, and then change legs. Try the other leg. But keep that push up, up, up. Keep pushing through the elbow and through the wrist. Keep your shoulders high from the floor. Try the other leg. And once you've got the other leg, some good hops there. Try the first leg again. By pressing your heels up, taking any curves out of your back. Remember to press your thumb down. Wrist is pushing into the floor. Shoulders are opening. Keep trying. Good work. 2 more breaths. Keep trying. Nice. And relax. Good. Let's bring our hands. Bring your knees together first. Bring your feet wide into virasana if you can. Stretch out the quadriceps. Hands come back, interlace the fingers, and lift your heart. Stretch your heart. 5 breaths. One more breath. Well done. From here, let's try a little virasana practice. Bring your knees towards the front of your mat. Sit down between your heels if you can, or on some blocks. If that's not comfortable, take your legs forward into a bound angle pose instead. Bringing your hands back. Bend your elbows to the floor. Tuck your tail slightly. Lift your heart. Push down through the elbows. Keep that lift to the heart. So don't sink. Lift your heart. Pull your knees towards one another. Keep the lift to the heart. Walk your hands towards your knees as you lower down. Chin stays towards throat. Arms can go above the head, holding on to the elbows. 10 breaths here. Four more breaths. You're either in bound angle pose, laying back, or in virasana, reclined. One more breath. Hands to the heels. Gently bring yourself up. Good. And let's take a little child's pose here after we stretch our knees. So take the right leg back, press through the heel, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Right knee down, left leg back, forward, back, forward, back, forward. Nice. And a nice child's pose, but we're going to twist with it. So, or take a lateral flexion. Let's walk our hands all the way over to the right. Swing the hips to the left. Feel the nice stretch along the side body. Those muscles that you were working today, now we're getting a nice opening, a nice release. Swing your hips left. Feel a beautiful stretch through the intercostal muscles, through the serratus. One more breath. And come back to the center. And let's swing our bottom now to the right and walk your hands left. Try to stretch the right side of your ribs a little more right. 3 more breaths. And come back to the center. And you have a choice. You can take rabbit pose, taking your hands to your heels, reaching the crown of the head to the floor, forehead very close to the knees, and lifting the bottom. Or try today Sirsasana with your arms over your head instead of tripod headstand. So to come into that, you can stop anywhere along the way. You don't need to come into the whole posture, into the final expression of the pose. You could just play a little bit with experimenting the journey towards headstand. So we're going to bring our hands to our elbows and then interlace your fingers, pinkies behind one another. So you want to see a nice triangle shape here, okay? Not a rectangle. And don't make your elbows too much wider than your shoulders. So from here, knees are down. Lift your knees and come into a down dog and just dangle your head, relax your neck. Play a little bit with a lifting of the shoulders away from the floor. Your shoulders are abducting, shoulder blades rolling out and protracting, moving away from the spinal column. Bring your head a little closer to your hands. Option to lower the head onto the floor. The back of the neck should be straight, not curved. Bring one knee in. You can play here, lifting and lowering one foot, one heel. You could try the other foot, lifting and lowering, right? Or placing your elbows firmly in, pull your knees in, and lift one foot and then the other. Now bring your heels to your bottom and lift your legs. Try to lift your shoulders away from the floor. Again, shoulders are going to protract, move away from the midline, and rise. Push through your heels. Try twisting in your headstand if you'd like. Twist your hips. If you fall down or come down, try again. Keep playing with it. Play as long as you can. And when you're ready, come down by putting 2 fists under the forehead and resting, please, your neck. Turn your head right and left. Bring your elbows no wider than your shoulders so you can drop the shoulder blades down the back and lift your head a little higher. If you haven't already come down to rest, please do. Take the counter pose. And you can stay in this counter pose or come up and take head circles. So sitting in a comfortable position, lower the chin to the throat and chin to right shoulder and up. Chin to left shoulder and down. Sometimes there can be some neck strain from the postures that we practiced today in headstand, in handstand, and in pincha mayurasana. You're both looking forward in both of those poses, and so that can create a bit of neck strain. until you get them, and then you can look back. Change a direction. One more in this direction. Nice. Hands again one time, right behind the back. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, forward fold. In whatever position you're in with your legs, make sure it's comfortable for your knees to forward fold. Shake out your head. Stretch the muscles on the back that have been strengthening. Your erector spinae were keeping you from falling backwards, and your core was keeping you from falling forward. They were both working. Muscles along the spine and the muscles on the front of the body. Inhale, come up and find your best position for Shavasana. You deserve it. You've earned it. So take some props. Maybe you want a blanket under the head. Maybe you want something under your knees. Find something comfortable. 2 blocks under the knees always feels really nice. Take your arms 6 to 8 inches away from the side body. Palms are turning up so the shoulders can open. Take your feet a little wider. Lift your bum a little, tuck your tail, lengthen the low back, put the shoulder blades together. Lift the head, chin towards the throat, and then lower the head down. So you have a nice long back. Feel all the places that your body is touching the floor right now. Being thankful that it's not just your hands touching the floor, feet above your head, right? Everything is settling into a mode of relaxation, a beautiful, relaxed awareness, mindfulness of where we are now. So to increase that relaxation and that mindfulness, we'll have a little alternate nostril breathing, just 3 rounds. No hands, please. Try to use your mind for this. Inhale, left nostril. Feel it touching the center of the eyebrows, your inhale. Exhale, down through the right nostril. Inhale, right nostril. See it coming up to touch the center of the eyebrows, your breath. Exhale, left nostril. Inhale, left nostril. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. One more round. Inhale, left. Bring the air up to the center of the eyebrows. Exhale, right. Inhale, right. Exhale, left.
And then breathe in naturally through both nostrils, not trying to hold back from giving your all to the floor. Relax your arms to the floor, your whole back to the floor, your hips, your legs, your heels. It's like your physical body is melting in the floor. And you can rise a little above that with the spirit body, the subtle body, just feeling the energy lift from the physical body a bit here. Noticing whatever comes up behind closed eyelids. Maybe you can feel a sense of floating from the physical body. Floating up and out of the physical body. Where do you go? Do you float like a cloud or a feather? Like a jet stream or a petal? Feel the sensation of floating wherever this floating takes you. And if you're out there floating somewhere, start to come back into the physical body. But come back slow. See yourself floating back into the room. If you had floated out of the room, float back slow and peaceful. And float back slowly into the physical body, into the hands, into the arms. Feel your physical body again. Into the shoulders, into the face, the head, the chest. torso, the heels, calf muscles. Feel yourself again back in the physical body. And then start to hear the sounds around you once again. Smell any smells around you. And slowly move your ankle, toes, and your fingers and your wrists. Turning your wrists in one direction and then the other. Stretch your arms all the way over the head. Give yourself a beautiful good morning stretch. Interlace your hands, turn your palms inside out. Full body stretch. Take a big breath in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. And bend the knees in towards the chest. Rock a little side to side. Stretching out the low back. No hurry here. Stretch your tailbone long. And then roll on to the right side. Head under, arm under the head. Turn your nose down. Take one more breath. And then bring the left hand down. Press yourself up carefully. You can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, or open them. Turn your palms up for receiving the benefits, the practice of your playfulness, of your dedication, of your sincere effort. And then take that, bring it into the hands, and bring the palms together at the heart center. Om Shanti 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 together. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. It's been an honor to lead your practice. Thank you so much for allowing me to. I hope you had fun. Om Shanti.